Thank you. Appreciate it, man. Thank you. Specialist, good to see you, man. Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, good to meet you. So where y'all from?
South Carolina.
Okay, so pretty much everybody from South Carolina. Okay, Charleston, Columbia.
The Vice President and the Secretary of Defense made an unannounced visit to Union Station today. They were here to thank the National Guardsmen. I was here to take video of the National Guardsmen, unaware of this visit, when we saw the motorcade come in and go inside of the Union Station. So we ran in along with the protesters to see what was happening. And sure enough, the Vice President and the Secretary of Defense walked in and to the Shake Shack, and as they did, the protesters were happy to greet them with very bad language, yelling and screaming. They were not happy. They wanted to say that they were not happy with the National Guardsmen being in the city.
Does he pat you on the head after you swallow? Fuck you, Pete. Fucking Nazi.
And I think you hear these guys outside here screaming at us. Of course, these are a bunch of crazy protesters.
Of my city!
And I guess he was in there about an hour. After it was over, people kind of left and went back outside.
But we in DC are not afraid. We will continue to be out here. We will continue to stick up for our neighbors.
We have workers and everyday people terrified to go to work around Washington, D.C. We have communities showing up for their neighbors. The power is in the people, and that is why Hegseth and JD Vance are here today, because they're afraid, and what they think that they need to do is to clean up crime and to stand for democracy, is bringing in tanks and troops. As they cut funding for healthcare and for housing, there are climate disasters happening between Puerto Rico, Texas, all over the world. What true national security, true security and safety is investing in communities, is investing in black and brown communities in DC that have totally been neglected. So we're here to say, from DC to Palestine, we are on the side of the people. We want occupation of no communities, and we want to be investing in the very things that make communities thrive, and it's not more military.
We know that crime in DC is at a 30-year low. So why is the National Guard here? It's all for show. You can look out in front of Union Station and see it's all for show. They leave at 10 p.m. every night. When does crime happen? They're not doing anything about crime. It's absurd. It's all a distraction.
I feel like we are on the knife's edge of a moment in history. We've seen how we have the playbook. We have the fascist, tyrannical wannabe playbook. We've seen it play out in hundreds of places. But we have the opportunity right now, because we have the playbook, because we see what's going on, because we know what they're trying to do. We as the American public have a moment to stop this, to stand together and to resist. And the more of us there are, the earlier we can do it, the safer we'll be and the more effective we'll be. This story has not yet been written.
think we're going to do a gaggle afterwards. So I want to come here, highlight what they're doing, say thank you in person, obviously pass out a few burgers, but most of all, just send a message to the American people. Look, we don't have to live like this. We do not have to allow our cities to be taken over by violence and by disorder and by chaos. You can actually do stuff. You can actually bring law and order to communities. You've just got to have the political willpower to do it. But I'll tell you, a couple of years ago when I brought my kids here, they were being screamed at by violent vagrants, and it was scaring the hell out of my kids. And one of the things that we've done already in Union Station in just 9 days is we've made it a place where people can walk around safely. They can bring their kids again. They can see this beautiful monument, the architecture. They can have a meal with their friends and their loved ones because, again, we brought some law and order back to Washington, D.C. Hey, guys, at ease. Good to see you all. Come here. So, we decided to bring the Secretary of Defense and Stephen Miller to bring you guys some burgers. So we appreciate everything that you're doing. So, you guys bust your ass all day, we give you a hamburger. Not a fair trade, but we're grateful for everything you guys do.
And when I talk to all of them, Stephen, we've all had a chance to talk to them, they're proud of this mission. They're proud to be a part of making sure law and order is established here in the Capitol. We're resourcing them with everything they need, working with our law enforcement partners. So the National Guard, the Defense Department is proud to be standing with you and the President in ensuring we have a safe Capitol that is beautiful, that residents can come visit. We're committed to this mission, just like the one at the southern border and in Los Angeles.
And the voices that you hear out there, those crazy communists, they have no roots, they have no connections to the city, they have no families they are raising in this city, they have no one that they are sending to school in this city, they have no jobs in this city, they have no connections to this community at all. But they're the ones who've been advocating for the 1%, the criminals, the killers, the rapists, the drug dealers. And I'm glad they're here today. Because me, Pete, and the Vice President are all going to leave here, and inspired by them, we're going to add thousands more resources to this city to get the criminals and the gang members out of here. We're going to dismantle those networks, and we're going to prove that a city can serve for the law-abiding citizens who live there. We are not going to let the communists destroy a great American city, let alone the nation's capital.
But if the President of the United States thinks that he has to extend this order to ensure that people have access to public safety, then that's exactly what he'll do. If he thinks he doesn't have to do that, obviously he'll make that determination. But what we're going to do is try to empower these guys to do as good of a job as possible to bring public safety and order back to Washington, D.C. Where are you from? Oh, great. Okay, awesome. We'll make sure you get a copy.
Yeah, we'll get a copy. Okay. All right, ready? 3, 2, 1. Got it.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Crime statistics manipulated by the DC police.
Well, I think that crime statistics all over our country were massively underreported because a lot of people would pick up the phone, they'd call somebody, they'd try to get help, and nobody would show up. Oh, I already said hello to you. Hey, guys, thank you. I'm highly skeptical that a majority of D.C. residents don't want their city to have better public safety and more reasonable safety standards within Washington, D.C. I don't know what poll you're talking about. Maybe the same polls that said Kamala Harris would win the popular vote by 10 points. Where are y'all from? South Carolina. Okay, so pretty much everybody's from South Carolina. Okay, Charleston. Good to meet you. Appreciate you. Thank you very much.